Kia ora and welcome to the BEIA Be On Air podcast series, coming to you from Meetings 2026 from the magnificent Auckland Convention Centre. And I am your host, Hayley Holt. Okay, I am here with Greg Norris, the founder and GM of 195, who creates business events and organises incentive travel in New Zealand and all around the world. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Hayley. Good to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Really good, yeah.
So, we're here in the new NZICC building, finally. How's it shaping up for you, in your opinion?
Oh, look, I hadn't been here before last night's opening and didn't know I was going to make it this year. So I think it's extraordinary. And for Meetings to be here in this space is obviously special for a whole lot of reasons. And the show looks amazing. Yeah, it's so great to be here.
How important is a trade show like this for the industry in New Zealand?
Oh, look, I think the trade shows are critical because they're the one opportunity for people to meet face to face. And the events industry is built on relationships. And if you don't have that opportunity at times like this, then there's a void. So for me, it's a no-brainer to come to Meetings every year if I can. Yeah.
So what are you going to be doing here?
Good question. As a buyer, I have a commitment to have appointments with exhibitors. X amount you've got to do, which is really important. And then I really enjoy just walking the floor and seeing who's around, reconnecting with old industry friends, and also seeing what's up and coming. I've been around the industry for a while now, and maybe some of my views on things are a little, could be more current. So I like seeing who's coming through and who's doing what.
Are you saying you're an event Luddite, are you?
Yeah, it could be.
So if I was a seller, how would I get Greg Norris to choose me?
That's a good question. You would put a preference in to meet me or my business. And I would also be putting preferences to meet exhibitors from what's current at the moment for me would be, where am I working next? Where do I want to work next? And then there's a matchmaking system around that, which is not foolproof, but then you'll have exhibitors that will contact you directly saying, really keen to meet. And I purposely block out empty schedule spots so I can meet people in my own time. Yeah.
Tell us about 195. How did you start it and where is it at now?
Yep. So it's 195 is the number of countries in the world. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
There you go. You'll never forget that.
We were wondering about that earlier.
It's roughly 195. The day after I registered the name, at considerable expense at the time, because I wanted .com as well. I didn't want to be pigeonholed as a small New Zealand business. But the day after I did that, South Sudan split off from Sudan. And there was this big thing about there's now 196 countries. But anyway, it's roughly 195 countries in the world. And for me, it was about creating experiences for groups of people, not only in New Zealand, but other countries. For New Zealanders going offshore, for offshore people coming to New Zealand, for New Zealanders within New Zealand. And I really adore the business event space. I love organisations. I love travel. And I love groups of people. So that's the kind of, I guess, the fit for me. My background is in outdoor ed and social work. And so business events is a little bit like social work because it's about people coming together and feeling better about themselves, about their colleagues, about their industry, about their brand, and about leaving feeling it was worth it. And so that's really important to me. And to be able to do that through designing travel experiences and opportunities for people to come together is, it's not lost to me, actually, what a privilege that is. Yeah.
With social work, how does that come into your planning? Is it just something that's within you? Is it holistic? Or do you actually think, how am I going to get these people together and feeling better about themselves and their business?
It's that, Hayley. It's like, how do you align people when they come together? Working with the businesses and organisations, people are busy, jobs, families, dogs, kids, school, sport. And I always lead with that, like, I work with busy people, so whatever I do I want them to go home going, I'm really glad I went.
Yes.
Whether it's for 1 hour or 1 day or 5 days or an offshore trip to Italy, or it doesn't matter, like, people need to decide to go. And for me, I want them to feel really stoked they said yes, amazing during the process, and come home going, yeah, great, feel good, So that's, social work in a sense of progress for people, or
Yeah.
development, or connections, of all that stuff fits into that.
So it's a whole, I mean, it's a heart-led business in a way, which I think is something that you don't see from the outside.
Yeah, look, yeah, it's really important to me. I don't want quantity, I want quality, and like I said before, it's a total privilege to have the opportunity to do that stuff. Companies spending lots of money, I get to advise and help them spend it, and most times I get to go with them.
That must be fun.
Yeah,
That must be really fun.
yeah.
I have been told that you are very great mates with Al Brown, and sometimes you might rope him in to help with some of your events. I heard that you've been foraging in the Auckland Harbour. Is that wrong? Is that right?
Oh, yeah, Al and I go way back to Wellington days, and you're right, he's one of my very dear friends, and we were actually together last night. And that for me is, he's a Jedi at his craft, and we have done a lot together, both in New Zealand and overseas. And for me, it's working with great friends with great skills, but it's about partnerships. It's working alongside people as the best in their craft, and Al brings a magic to events and experiences, and it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
And you create bespoke events, bespoke experiences. What is the craziest thing, most unique experience that you've put on?
That's a really hard question, Hayley.
Are they all
I don't
crazy
get
and
that.
unique?
No, well, what crazy. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like sometimes it's situational stuff. Like again, I was so fortunate just last week to have a group in Italy, and we were at the Monaco Grand Prix, which sounds so bizarre.
Amazing.
Amazing, 100%. But some situations with that particular group on that particular day at the Monaco Grand Prix were crazy.
Can you tell us any?
Yeah, probably not. So it's the people that bring the planning to life.
Sure.
And often it's the stuff that you don't expect that becomes the crazy moments, that you do remember. And when people travel, they get excited, and we've done some great stuff both within New Zealand and offshore. But there's nothing like running events in New Zealand and showcasing. I'm a real advocate of regional New Zealand as well. I think in the incentive space, Queenstown is your go-to.
Of course.
That's the one everyone, yep. Sometimes it's a nice challenge to encourage people, to invite people not to look at Queenstown. Where else? And so...
Where else?
I'm Central Otago. I'm doing something there in a few months. I've got a group in Christchurch starting in about an hour. Rotorua, I know I will. I want to do something on the West Coast, because some of those areas that take a bit of effort to get through, you reap great rewards from the effort you put in.
Does it always have to be in the luxury space? When you talk about the West Coast, I imagine staying in a hut and going bush.
Yeah. No, look, I don't think that luxury is needed half the time. It's about the experience of travel. Everyone loves luxe. It's nice to stay in a nice hotel with Egyptian cotton sheets, but only if you're with the right people in the right place. That's lost on you if it's a disconnect.
Sure.
So mostly it's about, the people you're with and the place you're at. And you can be in a place that's maybe not that appealing on face value, but if you're with those people that you want to be with, bang, it's great,
I imagine you've seen nearly all 195/6 countries in the world.
No, not quite. I don't know if I will either.
How does New Zealand measure up? How do we compare as a space to hold these events and to travel?
Look, I think we've all struck gold by living here.
Yes.
We live in the most beautiful country in the world, and sometimes as a Kiwi, and you know this, Hayley, like when you travel, it can be quite hard to be amazed by scenery, because so you get more amazed by, say, culture or food, or cobblestone paths and that sort of stuff. But New Zealand's absolutely incredible place to live, and I think that's that's the ace in the pack. It's how we support that through great food experiences and connectivity and transport but for business events, you wouldn't be many people that would not go, oh, that could be a good place to go to, because of who we are,
We also are slightly isolated. Is that a hard sell, or because it can take hours, days to get here?
Yeah. You look, yeah, you go to Europe and UK and people go, they can't believe how far you've come when you're there, right? So there is that mentality, but again, for global businesses or international businesses, that's neither here nor there. And as Kiwis, it's neither here. We don't think twice about long haul flights, right? Because you have to if you want to go anywhere.
Yes.
Outside of Aussie or the islands. So then it's a cost and time, and I think one challenge with corporates and incentives is time away. And if you're going to go long haul to a New York or even Asia or even further afield, you're away for at least 7 nights, maybe 8 nights. And that's a long time for people to be away from their businesses and families. So there's not a lot of that. Most incentives would be in that kind of either in New Zealand or in the Pacific Rim, Australia in general.
Right.
In my view. Yeah.
And tell us about the exciting development in your business where you're opening an office in Italy.
Yeah. Yep. Look, my 3 kids, all absolutely amazing. My second kid, who's 23, he studied tourism and marketing at Dunedin, and has been guiding for my brother who runs a tourism business in Fiordland.
Mm-hmm.
And now is headed overseas. And Jamie, my son, has just been working with me, alongside me, and met a beautiful Italian girl in the surf in Nicaragua. Go figure. And now lives in the Dolomites.
Sounds like the ideal situation.
Go figure. Now lives in Aotearoa in the Dolomites. And so Jamie's got the goods to be really incredible in the business event space. And so the invitation for him is now to start 195 brand. Mm-hmm. and build it over there, with a view that for me to take groups there, I've got infrastructure, but also for him to look at bringing business events to New Zealand or anywhere else. So it's exciting. It's really exciting, actually. Yeah, and my eldest daughter, she's traveling at the moment. She's doing a lot of background research on things to support him and help him. And my third son is in his 3rd year at uni, and he's looking up and seeing, so the more the merrier.
Wow, what an amazing family business. Thank you so much, Greg Norris,
Thanks,
for being with us here today.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I hope you find something exciting.
Yeah, good to chat. Thanks a lot.